Here we are. This is Brooklyn and Matt again, coming at you, not live, from Culver City, California.
Hello.
This week was pretty eventful in that I had a lot of work to do. It wasn't very eventful in other things like world events. I don't know, maybe that's we have an outline that we go through for these so that we can kind of make sure that we're hitting all the points that we want to. And one of the categories is current events. And a couple weeks ago, there was a Notre Dame thing, and that was like a big current event. But that doesn't happen every week, so we don't have anything for that. Another one of our categories that we have is something I learned, which I agonized over just before doing this because I don't know, it's hard to remember what you learn if you don't like write it down. But yeah, so I agonized over this, and it ended up being today Brooklyn and I started a baby registry.
Yep. Sorry. Just to get the ball rolling because we have no idea what we'll actually need once the baby comes around.
Yeah, and so we were on Amazon looking at things and clicking on stuff, and basically babies need more stuff than we need. Combined. I mean, if you, at least Amazon believes that babies need everything.
Like every form of clothing and furniture and bottles and nose stuff. It's incredible.
Which we're all about pampering children. We want to take care of our kids, but it's just really funny. There's a lot of really expensive things. There's a lot of like dinky little things. It's like, do we need that? Like, it doesn't seem like we need this, but Amazon says we need this.
And they know us really well.
Yeah. So we learned together that Amazon thinks there's a lot of things that babies need. And maybe there are. We reached out to Chantel and Jenna to see if there were specific things that they would suggest. And they suggest some pretty good things. Mm-hmm. We're really happy with that.
Yeah. The best advice I thought they gave was to just wait until, like, get the main things, like a place to sleep and clothes, obviously, and just, like, a bunch of diapers. But wait until you know what your baby needs, because every baby's so different. And so that was good advice.
We like that advice. So those are things we learned, taught by our sisters. This week, things we've been doing, though, I had a bunch of work to do. I work for I got a new client this week. So I have 4 people that I'm working for right now. And one of them, 3 of them are very minimal amount of work. But one of them this week wanted me to double what I was doing. So instead of doing 5 designs every day, I was doing 10. And it was a challenge. It was an adventure. But I did it. I did 10 designs every day. And they paid me a little bit extra.
It was impressive.
Yeah. I felt really accomplished. Mm-hmm. And it was good, but busy. And being busy is good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So because of that, we had a nice chill Saturday where we did nothing that we didn't want to. So no work.
It was very relaxing. We started, surprisingly, we woke up earlier Saturday than we woke up any of the other days this week. Probably the earliest Brooklyn's ever woke up in her entire life. I'm just kidding. No, Brooklyn wakes up every day. But we got
It's a miracle.
No, but we got up and we went to, there's a hill close to us, a little hike that we can do. There's these oil fields that are smack dab in the middle of Los Angeles, and we live pretty close to them. And this hill is right on the edge of those oil fields. So we drove over there and hiked it.
And there's like a ton of stairs that go all the way up to the top, and they're just like really steep stairs. And so like, oh, that's not gonna be bad, just hike stairs. But it like is so exhausting. And you can tell people go there like every day for their daily workout, and they're just like sweating like crazy at the end. But it's really beautiful. There's like a ton of flowers, I posted this on Instagram, but there were flowers and bunnies and caterpillars and other stuff, and so it was really fun.
Everything that Brooklyn loves.
Yes.
The outdoors and bunnies and caterpillars and flowers. Which is actually true. Brooklyn loves caterpillars.
I do. They're so cute.
I am terrified of caterpillars. I think they're the creepiest bugs.
That is an unfounded fear.
That
you
is
talk
an unfounded
about
fear.
irrational fears, that is irrational.
Yep. That is irrational. Well, some caterpillars are poisonous. Not all of them. Almost none of them. Something you learned. But that was really good. We realized from that hike that we want to be outside a lot more. That getting into even the little bits of nature makes you feel really good, and working your body and just being in the sun and in nature is good. And so we're going to try and do that more. Maybe go camping or something. Because we like that. Then this week on Friday, which was May the 3rd, we were invited to a May the 4th Be With You party. So Star Wars Day party with some friends in the ward. And it was really fun. It was with the Brantleys and the Muths at the Muths house. Which I know that doesn't mean very much, but for us it does. We know who they are, even if you guys don't. But it was really fun. We hung out. There were Star Wars themed treats, which was fun, and we played Trivial Pursuit. And Brooklyn
and I won.
Tell us about that.
Mostly
Brooklyn.
by default, let's be honest, because the rules make so that if basically you can take the question and try to answer it yourself, or you can turn it around to others where you ask the question and they answer. And if they don't know, you move forward. And so basically I just played it safe and mostly just hoped that other people wouldn't know. And I won by doing that.
And we did not know a lot of those answers.
So I won. And
Brooklyn
I was
won.
very happy about that because I usually am not good at trivia or games or winning at all.
But she did. She won, and it was way cool. Super cool.
It was fun.
Very fun. Trivial Pursuit is one of my favorite games. And it is one of those games that either you really like or you really hate. I really, really like Trivial Pursuit. This Trivial Pursuit's really good too. That was that though. We hung out and it was fun. We're gonna go back and visit with them again this weekend. But other than that though, this week the baby update. Sing the song. Do 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 do.
Oh, I didn't know there was a song.
No, we joked about it last time.
Okay.
There's no song. One day. But our baby update this week. Well, last week we went in and the doctor, when he was doing the ultrasound, noticed something a little weird. Well, it was arrhythmia, so the heartbeat was a little funny for just a second. We only had the ultrasound for, how long were you?
We were in with him for like maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Maybe 5. I would say maybe 5 minutes. The ultrasound was on her belly for maybe a minute tops, and he noticed something and kind of was like, "Oh, well, that wasn't right. We need to send you in for some tests." And it freaked us out.
It's like, what the heck? Because he just said it was like, I was like, wait, is that normal? Because the heart rate dipped for a little bit and then like slowly went back up to the normal range. And I was like, is that normal? And he's like, oh no, like you guys need to go get this test, like the non-stress test. And I was like freaking out.
Yeah, and it was, it was really scary. But we went in for those tests and they monitored the heartbeat for a while and there was nothing, they didn't find anything wrong. So we feel a lot better about it and a lot more calm. But it did make me realize how much I care about something that I can't see and how important it is to me that this baby is healthy and how much of an emotional effect that can have on somebody.
Yeah, like the bond you already have with this baby. But it was interesting. So everything's good as far as we can tell. There was like over an hour and a half of monitoring total. And so the doctor said it's probably fine. We'll probably continue to do checkups, but
Yeah. So just keep us in your prayers. That would be really appreciated. We just want to make sure that our little baby girl is as healthy as we can. But we'll keep you guys updated. Right now, we're good though. I think little baby Darlisa, Darlinda.
That is not the name that we have chosen.
No, that's just right off the top of my head. No, it's not great, but yeah, other than that, we're good. So we're going to move on to our opinion segment. This week, it's Brooklyn's Corner. Because that's Brooklyn's Corner's theme song. Because Brooklyn has some opinions about stuff this week.
I do. So on Saturday, or yesterday, Matt finally got me to play Stardew Valley with him.
Yes.
And it was really fun. So I can see the appeal of farming. You just count up your seeds, and you till your ground, and you water it, and you harvest.
4 days later, you have parsnips.
Yeah, it's so easy. And totally realistic. No, I'm just kidding. But even for the casual gamer, like, it's a fun game. Like, there are very few games that I will play for more than, like, 10 minutes and still enjoy. So we played that for a long time. It was actually really fun. So if anyone wants to get Stardew Valley,
this is now Brooklyn's.
This is my stamp of approval. Yes, this is a paid ad. So.
What would you give it out of 10?
I give it a 10. It's
10
great.
10 out of 10. That's it.
10 out of 10. The music's good too. That's cute.
What else you got?
Oh, I have another thing. Oh yeah, this is my corner.
This is Brooklyn's Corner.
Okay, another thing that I really liked from this week. I was listening to an interview with an artist, and she mentioned this app that she got that helped her to be more organized. So she's like a freelance artist and just like makes all her money from selling her paintings, which is like her digital paintings. She's like on Patreon, and anyways, just like a really busy, productive artist. And she recommended this app called Todoist. So not to-do list, it's Todoist. And I downloaded it, and I like it so far. I don't have, like, a ton of experience with it. I've really only had it for a couple days.
So this is, like, first take.
Yeah, this is, like, my first thoughts on it. But it basically is just a to-do list that you can organize into, like, a calendar. And it will bring up, like, every day you can see what things you need to do that day, and it will just basically like compartmentalize for you all the stuff you need to do. You don't have to worry about it until it comes around, and like you can pay for it to notify you when your stuff comes up. But anyways, it's like a planner, and I just really like it. But
Brooklyn's really good at using planners and apps that plan things and stuff. I downloaded it for a second, so back to Matt's corner. This just kidding. I used Todoist for 3 whole seconds, and I just realized right off the bat, like, it wouldn't work for me. But I'm not very good at using planners and referring back to things very frequently. So, but yeah, it's awesome. Brooklyn's been super efficient over the last couple days. She's gotten a lot done.
We'll see how it goes from here on out, though.
Yeah.
But I just like things
we'll
that...
revisit it if we need to.
Yeah. I just like things that log things away for me, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, it doesn't take up brain space. It's accounted for, and I don't have to worry about it. And then when it comes around, I can do it. And so I really like that. But, yep.
Yeah. So those are things that we think about, what we've been talking about and doing. That's it.
Love you all.
Love you guys. See ya.